I've always been a believer in the strange tales that emanate from the depths of the Appalachian Mountains. Living in Kentucky, I've seen my share of unsettling things, but nothing prepared me for that night. A few years back, I decided to hike an old trail deep within the Appalachians. The locals warned me about it, saying the trail had a mind of its own, leading travelers to places they didn't intend to go. Brushing off their warnings, I packed my gear and set out for an adventure. As dusk settled, the forest grew unnaturally quiet. My flashlight flickered, casting ominous shadows that seemed to dance at the edge of my vision. I took a deep breath and pressed on. Soon, I found myself disoriented. Every tree looked the same, and the path I had followed was now lost to the encroaching darkness. Then, I heard it, a faint whisper, almost like a child's voice, calling my name. My heart pounded as I swung my flashlight around, illuminating empty space. Panic set in, and I quickened my pace, hoping to find my way back. But the deeper I went, the more I felt something watching me. Suddenly, I stumbled upon an old, decrepit cabin. Its windows were broken, and the door hung ajar. Desperate for shelter, I made my way inside. The interior was a decaying mess, with old furniture strewn about and walls covered in unintelligible scribbles. And then I saw it, a diary on the table, its pages yellowed with age. I picked it up and started to read. It told the story of a family who lived there long ago. They spoke of strange occurrences, voices in the night, and a sinister presence that haunted the woods. The final entry was a chilling account of their last night. "We are not alone. It wants us." Suddenly, I heard a creak behind me. I turned, and there in the doorway stood a figure. It was pale and gaunt, with hollow eyes that seemed to pierce my soul. Frozen in terror, I could only watch as it slowly advanced. The air grew cold, and I felt an oppressive weight pressing down on me. In a final, desperate move, I bolted for the door, sprinting into the night. The whispers grew louder, more insistent, as if the forest itself was alive and hungry. I ran until my lungs burned and my legs gave out, collapsing near an old, gnarled tree. When I finally made it back to civilization, I was a changed person. The locals never spoke of the trail again, and I knew better.